I'm a realtor here in the state of Florida, and I help clients find beautiful homes on nice pieces of land. And one of the biggest desires I hear from my clients is, Renzo, I need a space for my boat. Renzo, I need a space for my RV. Renzo, I need space for a workshop. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you a home that is gonna meet all of those desires. Let's begin, my friends. For anybody new to this channel, my name is Renzo Montaiuti, and I am blessed to be the host and being able to bring you different videos every single week. And today, my friends, we're gonna be touring quite a special property. Now, this home is gonna feature 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, just under 1,800 square feet of under air living space, and that is gonna be the main house of this property. Then we're gonna have a detached RV garage that's gonna have 2 spots for it. You're also gonna have an upstairs, and you're gonna have electric and water hooked up to it, and it's gonna be a total of 1,800 square feet, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before we get inside, I wanna make sure you have a good perspective on where this property is located. We're situated here in Ocala, Florida, and this property is only 5 minutes away from downtown Ocala. And when you go to downtown Ocala, what you can expect is very nice and charming restaurants like Mark's Prime Steakhouse, like my personal favorite, Cantina Tex-Mex. And not only that, you also have the hospitals very nearby. You also have your shopping malls very nearby, and that's all gonna be 5 minutes away. Now, Ocala is the horse capital of the world, and we're gonna have one of only 2 World Equestrian Centers only 15 minutes away from this property. Now, one of the most underrated things about Ocala is gonna be its nature. We're gonna have Silver Springs Park only 15 minutes away from this property. We're gonna have Rainbow Springs 30 minutes away, and we're gonna have Shalom Park 15 minutes away as well. And that is gonna be a beautiful botanical garden where you can go picnic, walk, and have a great day with the family. On a grander scale, we're only 1 hour and 15 minutes away from Orlando, Florida, and we're in 1.5 hours from Tampa, Florida. 2.5 hours north of us, we have Jacksonville, and 45 minutes north of us, we have Gainesville and the University of Florida. So I hope that gives you a good understanding of where this home is located. Now, before we step inside, I also want to let you know at the end of the video, I'm going to be breaking down a few more details about this property. One, the price, the taxes, and then I'm also going to tell you what offer I would recommend putting on this property based on the current market conditions. So we're going to go into a deep dive at the end of the video, so make sure to stay till the end. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. So, very first thing I want you to notice about this property is you're going to have this very long driveway that's going to lead up to your 2-car RV garage. I'm just going to call it the garage for today's video. Now, another beautiful thing about this home is that you're gonna be situated on a corner lot that is a total of 1 acre of cleared land. So, as you can see, you're gonna have a beautiful oak tree in your front yard, but you have plenty of space to the side. So if you did wanna create an outdoor experience, if you did wanna create that pool, put a cabana, maybe another in-law unit, you could do so. And ladies and gentlemen, listen to this really closely. There is no HOA and there is no CDD on this home. Now, as we get closer to the home, we're gonna transition into the brick pavers, and it's gonna lead us into the front entrance of the property. Let's get it. Now, stepping into the home, first thing I want you to know is that this property is gonna have no carpet throughout. This is gonna be all vinyl flooring here in the entirety of the home. As we step inside, we're greeted into the open space area. First, we're gonna start with the kitchen. That is one of the areas that we enter into right away. You're gonna have this beautiful island with granite countertops. You're gonna have this stainless steel sink right behind me. You're gonna have more cabinet space with soft close, or your refrigerator, your stove, your microwave, and your dishwasher right over here, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a very traditional kitchen, but one thing I do like is that you're overlooking the living room space. And stepping into the living room space, this is really where you're gonna be able to get creative and spend time with your family. Now, it is very open. You do have a lot of space. So this is something that you could really get creative with. And I know I say that a lot, but you do have a good amount of space here. Now, I like that they also decorated this so that you can get a good perspective on what you can do. This is kind of simple and quaint, but you could make it a little bit more grand. Now, off of the living room, we're gonna have the master bedroom. Stepping into the master, we're gonna have nice French doors that open up and lead us in here. We're gonna have tray ceilings, and all around the ceilings, we're gonna have recessed LED lighting. My favorite thing about this room is that you're gonna have a lot of natural light coming in. You're gonna have a view of the walkway over here, the front yard, and then the side yard, and all of these windows are gonna bring in tons of natural light. Right over here, we're gonna have our closet space. Now, stepping out of the closet space, let's go take a look at the other areas of this home. On the other end of the home is where we're gonna find the rest of the bedrooms and bathrooms of this property. Right over here, we're gonna have a small linen closet. And then right over here, off of the kitchen and living area, we're gonna have a full bathroom. You're gonna have granite countertop, your mirror, walk-in shower with ceramic backsplash all the way to the top of the ceiling. And another thing to note is you're gonna have ceramic flooring that is gonna be transitioned from the vinyl flooring in this property. Now here is gonna be the first guest bedroom. This is gonna be about 11 by 11 feet, just to give you a perspective on the size. It's gonna be coming with a nice ceiling fan and a window facing the south side of the home. As we step out, we go into the next bedroom. And here, this is gonna be a little bit bigger, 13 by 12 feet, ceiling fan right over here. This is gonna be a private bathroom for this room, and this is gonna be an exit out to go towards the RV garage. Now, when I saw this property, it made me think, okay, obviously that's gonna be the master bedroom, but it doesn't have a private bathroom. This is a smaller bedroom, but it has a private bathroom. So you can really pick and choose how you utilize that room. Maybe you only need 2 bedrooms, or maybe you wanna use that space for something else, maybe an office, but you have that option and flexibility with this property. You're gonna have your walk-in shower with all the same designs that you saw in the first bathroom, granite, ceramic, toilet space right over here. So overall, this home is very unique. In my personal opinion, this is something that's gonna be perfect if you're looking maybe for a second home or a place that you just wanna have all of your stuff. Maybe you're somebody who likes to travel a lot, you have your RV and you need a home base. I think this is a perfect place for that. Now, a property like this, it's super important to try and get the best deal possible. This is a home built in 2024, right? And the way I approach that with every single one of my clients is the first thing, we're here to keep your money safe throughout the entirety of the transaction. We have all the contingencies in place. If there are any risks involved, we're gonna let you know about them ahead of time. The second thing is show you the best opportunities. If there is something that fits your criteria, if this home fits your criteria, I'm here to, with my market knowledge, find you the perfect properties. And lastly, I'm always here to negotiate the best possible deals. And that is what my team and I focus on every time. So after we check out the RV garage, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how we do that. Now, stepping outside from the side door, we're gonna go into the RV garage. Now, in between the RV garage and the home, you have this little flex space. So if you did wanna create put a little fire pit, outdoor grill, maybe some TVs on the wall, this is gonna be perfect. And another thing, you are gonna have water outlets right over here. Stepping into the RV garage, first things first, we are gonna have the whole entire RV garage ceramic coated flooring. So with this space, you're gonna be able to fit your RVs. If you have a car collection, you can easily fit up to 5 cars in this garage. Another great thing is you're gonna have a lot of natural light coming in here. You're gonna have your 3 different fan fixtures coming from above. So this is perfect for a workshop. You're also gonna have this little flex space over here that you could potentially park maybe like a bike or create like a little workshop area right over here for you. Now, in this space, we're gonna find a full bathroom because you're gonna be working hard, you're gonna be here in the garage, And this is where you're gonna be able to shower, you're gonna be able to use the toilet and have a full bathroom designed the same way as the other bathrooms. Now upstairs, we're gonna have a nice flex area that you could create another room, or me as a child, I would die for a space like this when I was growing up. So let's go check it out. Now we're gonna transition from the epoxy flooring into vinyl flooring once again, and you can't really consider this a bedroom. This is really gonna be your loft space. You're gonna have your 3 windows that you're gonna see from the front exposure of the RV garage. But this is where the game room is. This is where you really can create that man cave or experience that you kind of get away from everything for a minute. So as you can see, we have a little bit of decoration that says man cave. You have electrical outlets almost at each corner, about every 5 to 10 feet. And to me, this is a big bonus, especially as this is gonna give you some extra living space that you can utilize. Now, my friends, let's get back inside and start talking some more information on numbers and details about this property. Let's get it. If you made it to this part of the video, you're probably somewhat, okay, this house is really cool. I really want to know the price. I want to know what it's worth. And I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being here throughout this journey. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you, and I welcome you to subscribe so you can stay up to date with our latest videos and all our upcoming cool homes and properties and information that we're going to be sharing with the rest of the channel. Now, the purchase price of this home is $650,000, and the estimated taxes are going to be anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 per year. That is estimated. I don't know the exact taxes because the house was built this year. Whenever a house is built in that year, you only pay taxes on the land. It's 2025 when you start paying property taxes on the property itself. Now, with that being said, a property like this for $650,000, it's hard to comp because there are not too many of these specific type of homes with the in-law unit, and especially ones that have sold within the last 6 months. A property appraiser is gonna look at homes that sold in the last 6 months within 200 to 300 square feet of the subject property. So if this is 1,700 or 1,800, they're gonna look at properties from 15 to 2,100 square feet. And they're also gonna look within a 1 mile radius. Now, if they can't find anything, the first thing they tend to do is go back 9 months, go back a year and see if anything is sold in the past time. If that doesn't work, then they expand the range just a little bit and make adjustments to properties. The thing about these homes is they're so unique. There's so many different properties with different types of land and with different types of features and extras that you see on the property that it's not easy to comp. But in my opinion, this house has been on the market for about 3 to 4 months now. My recommended offer, if you were paying cash, I'd come in a little bit more aggressive and just kind of test the seller's motivation, right? I'd maybe come in at 575, 600, just because it is unique. This house is a little bit smaller, but obviously that RV garage, to build that, it's definitely gonna cost you anywhere from $75,000 to $125,000. Those are some things to take into consideration. This property probably costs $250,000 to build. The lot is probably $100,000 to $150,000. And then you got to take into consideration the builder doesn't build the house for free. I think $575,000, $600,000 would be a pretty good sales price if you were able to get it for that amount. But I truly don't think $650,000 is a bad price for this home, as long as it meets your needs. Another offer, if you were financing, is I'd recommend maybe coming in at $625,000, asking for 3% closing costs, right? So now the thing is, cash is always gonna have more power. You're gonna have more flexibility because when you're paying cash, there's no contingency on the house getting insurance. There's no contingency on the house appraising. There's no contingencies pretty much at all when it's a new home like this. When you're financing, it's not as lucrative as taking a cash deal, so you maybe have a little bit less power to work with, but still, a realtor is here to negotiate the best deal for you. Now, on that topic, this is the way I kind of look at things every single time I go into helping a client purchase a home. I need to talk to the listing agent and see the seller's motivation. Why are they moving? How quick do they want to move? Some listing agents don't tell me anything, some tell me everything. But it really just depends on the situation, on the home, and what's going on, and how long it's been on the market as well. Because I do know some builders, they do have a lot of money tied up into their property. So if they're not selling, maybe they're willing to take a little bit of a hit to get it sold. When I talk about all this stuff, I want you to know I work with sellers in the same way. right? I'm very realistic. I'm very aggressive in making sure you get top dollar for the property that we're selling. And the thing is, with all the properties we are listing and selling, we do top of the line marketing for each of these properties to make sure that the property is going to sell for as much as it can in today's current market conditions. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of uncertainty in the market. We're seeing interest rates drop, which I think is a good thing for anybody looking to purchase a home. We're seeing the stock market drop a little bit. This really reminds me of what happened during COVID. You know, we saw a big dip, we saw a big crash, and then look what happened after that. If interest rates do get down to the 5s, into the 4s, there's gonna be another buying frenzy, especially in states like Florida, Texas. There's so many different states right now that are booming with all of the uncertainty. Now, one final thing I wanna touch up on is I get a lot of questions about insurance. Insurance is an issue in Florida in certain parts. If you're on the coast, of course, insurance is gonna be expensive. If you're living next to the water, if you're on the water, you expect to pay a high premium for insurance. But once you're in Central Florida, your insurance rates go drastically down. A new construction like home like this, with the RV garage, with everything, you can expect to pay anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 with all the coverage for everything on this property. When hurricanes come to Florida, they tend to die down very, very quickly. Let's say it's a category 4. By the time it hits Central Florida, it's already a category 1 or 2. Even in extreme cases, Central Florida tends to stay relatively safe. And that brings the next question. It might not just be the wind, but it could be the rain. It could be flooding. And that's why with every property I look for, it is gonna be in flood zone X. This property is in flood zone X, meaning it's out of a 500-year floodplain. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was valuable information. If you stayed tuned all the way until here, I want to let you know if you have any questions on the property, feel free to reach out to us. I have a real estate team here with 4 different real estate agents in the Central Florida area. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, we're dedicated to make sure, 1, we keep your money safe, 2, we show you the best opportunities, and 3, we negotiate the best possible deal. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a blessed day, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.